Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy the Death Smasher, and today I'm back again with another video. This series is something new to compensate on the last series I was making, which are character comparisons and is in no way trying to steal content. So today we're going to be doing a character evolution of Halibel, where we take a look at each and every single variant of her that came out since day one up until today as of February 2019. Over time, it can change, but for now, we'll be doing the current ones. I decided to do Halibel because she is the very first 6-star I got when playing the game back on 2nd anniversary. And let's just say that without that time, I wouldn't even be playing this game. So, yeah. We shall now begin with the character comparison, and we're going to be starting off directly with the Red Halibel. The very first Halibel that we'll be taking a look is the OG Power Halibel. When she came out along with Stark and Yamamoto, the very first OG ones, she was a decent 5-star for her time, but when 6 stars came out, things have changed. She only has a 20 normal attack damage link and no bruiser, a very bad long reach of 15%, making her attack stat of 630 completely pointless, because you're just going to be dodging the enemies a lot and take a crap ton of damage. That being said, she does have Frenzy, but her SP is below 600, making her really bad. We're talking about exactly 593 SP. That's just how bad K-Lab were when trying to get characters to 6-star. Ah, good old times. What about her kit? Is it justified for the lowest SP? Not at all. They are extremely linear, and her Havoc is only at 10%, making her not do so good. Her first strong attack is a 2-shot Lagoda attack, being Water Blasts. Second, a horizontal slash, which covers little to no range. And her third is just a small blast that isn't even being close to full screen or even full screen at all. She has Captain Killer, which is by far the worst killer to go about in PvE, and she's just not good for PvP to even begin with, so having no good killer at all makes her completely useless for everything PvE related, unless it's a boss rush room in Senkaimon quests where her multipliers benefit her and has captains as bosses. But other than that, it's just completely useless, guys. Overall, this Halibel had quite a bad start, but she is decent for when starting the game for the very first time if you got her from choose a 6-star like me. But she just isn't usable unless you build her full strong attack recharge and have over 100% SP increase in your accessories. This Halibel isn't featured as of recent double chance banners of filler banners due to being very old, but you can have a chance to acquire her from BBS tickets, 4 to 5-star tickets, 5-star tickets, and 6-star tickets. And that's the only way you guys are going to be able to ever acquire her from now on, because she just isn't on any of these banners, unfortunately. Next up is, believe it or not, a seasonal variant of Halibel, and it's her Christmas variant. Nowadays, she is quite outdated compared to newer characters, but there is a huge difference between this Halibel compared to her OG power variant. Her kit is quite decent, with her first strong attack being a small lounge move hitting multiple enemies, a second strong attack being ranged using a Christmas light, even though her magnification on her strong attack is by 20%, but it does hit a couple more times, so not exactly useless, but it's still low magnification. She has a third strong attack that is almost full screen, that covers a wide area and hits a lot of enemies, and not to mention freezes the enemies. Granted, it's not a debilitating freeze, so it won't last long, but it's enough for when lowering the boss's HP down, giving you enough time to get away from before the boss regains consciousness and uses his or her special in Senkaimon quests or anything PvE related. Her special also inflicts burn, which is a nice touch. Kit is nice, but what about her stats and skills? Well, they are much better than the power version. She is a hybrid character with 638 attack and 633 SP, with a 20% bruiser, Frenzy, and has a 12% recharge link as her base soul trait, making her one of the best OG characters in the long run. And did I forget to mention that she has a Soul Reaper killer? That's right, This girl is very useful in everything, as an older character for everything PvE related. Unfortunately, because this Halibel is a seasonal character, she can only be acquired on the month of December, and to make it worse, on December 2018, she wasn't neither on the filler port or as a character pack for when Retsu, Nemu, and Yoruichi came out, so we can only hope that this year we'll be able to get her in a character pack, because I'm dying to get my hands on that Halibel. Halibel had a bad start, but her Christmas version redeemed her amazingly well. Up next on the list is a remake of Halibel, the Speed version. She came out along with Heartstark and Mine Segunda Etapa Ukiora throughout the 2nd anniversary on JP and shortly after the 2nd anniversary on Global when we were getting the same content as JP, because before the game we were like a month away behind from JP, and now Global and JP are getting the same stuff together. But anyways, let's just get on with it. Now, her kit, in my eyes, has one of the best out of the other two Halibels we've seen. First strong attack is a really nice lounge move, similar to full-bring Bankai Ichigo. Second strong attack is a nice splash of water, hitting multiple enemies. And lastly, her third strong attack, while it isn't full screen, it has a vastly superior range compared to Power Halibel's third strong attack. Now, looking at it at an aesthetic perspective, it is amazing. However, if we look at her stats and skills, it is another bad Halibel. Her stats, arguably, are actually better than both Halibels, but falls behind really badly. She has Captain Killer again, so no killer advantage. She has a Bruiser of 30% and a Berserker of 40%. If we include the 20 Sad Link, she has a 60% increase in her strong attacks. Being a bad killer is just really disappointing considering there's a goddamn remake, K-Lab! Remakes are supposed to be better considering you're remaking older versions of the same character, not take a step forward and 2 steps back! And it's funny because Yu-Gi-Oh's remake did not get Frenzy but got really good stats and skills and actually has a killer making him useful in everything except PvP. Damn it, K-Lab. That being said, although her skills are god-awful, she does have Bombardment, however, meaning that her special hits twice, making her a good nuker in guild quests when as a bonus unit. But that's its only redeeming factor. Overall, this Halibel is just bad. This Halibel, just like the power one, is also acquirable from the same means, and is sometimes available to get in some 3% banners. Getting this Halibel is a bit easier compared to the power one because she is a year and a half old by now. This Halibel is a step back from other Halibels, and it just breaks my heart considering she is my favorite female character in the series. Next up is Cacao Society Halibel, and boy, they took a step in the right direction because it's so easy not to give her goddamn Captain Killer, K-Lab. This Halibel, even though she is over a year old, she is amazing. Well, almost, but anyways, analyzing her strong attacks, her first is a ranged attack. It does have a good range, but not a lot of width, so be careful when using him. Her second strong attack is a moving vortex, which is very useful to help rack up the combo and guild quests and hit multiple enemies. And finally, for the first time, her third strong attack is full screen, hitting all enemies in range. Her normal attacks are orbs that don't penetrate enemies, but let's be real here, that's not the main point of this Halibel. Her kit is pretty good, but what about her stats and skills? Oh, they made her really good, guys. She has a 642 attack with a 20% bruiser, 741 SP with Frenzy, with some Havoc in the mix, and most of all, has a good killer. She is a ranged technique holo killer, ladies and gentlemen, and has an effing 14% recharge link, making her good as a base character and as a link for Soy Fun. Granted, she does not inflict any status ailments, but it's fine, because this Halibel is just Gucci. This was the best redemption we got from Halibel, and it's nice to see a good one that we can use as both as a soul trait and as a main runner in everything PvE related. Now, as for how to acquire this Halibel, unfortunately you guys will have to try your chance next year, because Valentine's Day banner is already over, or you can try getting her from Choose a 6-star when the game reaches its 4th anniversary, if we get one, but that all depends in the end. I have this Halibel, and in my opinion is the best Halibel in the game, but that'll be up to you to decide which is the best Halibel when you reach the end of the video.
水の戦いで私に勝てるとでも思ったか。そこで永遠に夏を満喫していろ。
This is the swimsuit version, which isn't wearing a swimsuit and is wearing a scuba sports gear hybrid thing. I don't know what that is, but anyways, this Halibel is also good. Her first strong attack is a water shot blast that has a good range. It does, however, suffer the same problem as Cacao Society Halibel, not having a lot of width. Her second strong attack is a lounge attack, and her third is a charged move. When not fully charged, it only hits a portion of the screen, and when fully charged, it hits the entire screen and nukes like as if it's a special. Kid is pretty good, but what about her stats and skills? Well, she has the same stats and skills as Cacao Society Halibel. 642 attack with a 20% bruiser, 741 SP with frenzy, same stuff really. The real difference lies with the fact that she has freeze immunity and inflicts attack weakening on her special. The stats overall are just an exact copy and paste of the Valentine's Day version, with the only two things being different are the stamina and defense, which is not by much anyways. Also to note is that she is a mind melee unit. No enhanced strong attack recharge link, unfortunately. And she also has the same killer. Really, here it comes down to what you guys prefer, whether you like her being ranged or melee. I don't have this Halibel, but she is still pretty good and nice to have in your box for collection purposes. And is really good for everything PvE related. And again, same exact thing, she's a seasonal character and can only be acquired throughout the month of July. Or we can wait and see if 4th anniversary has a Choose a 6-star and you can try your luck getting her on there. Again, she is an amazing unit, despite not being my favorite Halibel in the game.
Halloween night だ。私の音色に溺れる。
Finally, the most recent Halibel that we got a good while back, Halloween Halibel. Now this Halibel is completely different from all the other seasonal variants, but in a good way. Instead of being the usual unit that has frenzy with a high spiritual pressure, they made her a really good normal attack damage character to be used in both PvE and PvP. Yes, I said it, folks! She is good in PvP! Her first strong attack is a short lounge attack. It's fast, but doesn't cover a lot. Second strong attack fires a barrage of bats in 3 directions, and her third is full screen, hitting all enemies in range. Her normal attacks also have a good reach. Most importantly, every single one of her attacks inflict a debilitating paralysis. Now, as for her stats and skills, what makes her good for PvP and PvE? Well, I'll get to it right now. She has a 620 SP with a 40% Berserker, which is average for a normal attack damage unit, and has a whopping 762 attack with a 50% Bruiser. But Death! She doesn't have Flurry! She doesn't need to, Jimmy, when she has poise and damage reduction on her soul trait. And did I forget to mention that she has paralysis resistance? She is immune to Yuhabaha and her own paralysis. On PvP, helping you turn the tide in battle as you smother your enemies to death. Not to mention her killer is Soul Reaper, making her really good against Soul Reapers and can help to auto content in PvE. Halibel has come a long way from having a crap red frenzy unit with low stats and a dumbed down hybrid version of her that is speed, over at having amazing high SP versions and a good high attack version of her. And personally, I can't wait to see what the future holds for when Halibel gets her segunda etapa and whatever is left for her seasonal variants. Unfortunately, only time will tell. This character, in order to acquire, we have to either wait for Halloween to come back or try your luck on Choose a 6-star on 4th anniversary, if we get one. That being said, thank you guys for watching this video. If you guys like this series, let me know in the comment section if I should do more of them. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on that bell notification so you know when most of my videos are live. This has been your boy the Death Smash, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out!